कहाँ आ गए आज हम?
With the horses, mostly seen at the schools with the kids.
Yes, we are at a school. We are at 154 years old legacy school, which has created a remarkable presence in this country, on this land. We are at a school which has got stables and the horse riding. We are at a school which has got swimming pool, which has got cricket stadium of its own, which has got an amazing legacy of 154 years, which briefs us that how important it is to stand at one single position with the heads high. Yes, we are at the Rajkumar College, Rajkot, in the region of Saurashtra in Gujarat. आइए हम मिलेंगे, बात करेंगे इनके प्रिंसिपल, द हेड ऑफ द स्कूल, मिस्टर यश सक्सेना के साथ. क्या कहना चाहते हैं वो, कैसे वो परिवर्तन लाना चाहते हैं राजकुमार कॉलेज में और किस तरह से इस स्कूल को नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल क्लेम करवाने के मूड में है वो. आइए उनसे बात करते हैं. मिस्टर यश सक्सेना. Mr. Yash Saxena. Sir, welcome to the Schooler Studio, where we wish to know this time the education system in India and the RKC. I believe at times RKC is older than the education system formally got organized, because our audience would be excited to know what goes inside the Rajkumar College. So how does the day of a child starts and ends?
Oh, it's like an academy. A child gets up, there is a wake-up call in the boarding houses, then there is a fall-in after morning chores, then there is Choti Hazri. Choti Hazri is the morning tea with a biscuit.
Okay.
And they all proceed for morning fitness program. PT, yoga, aerobics, Zumba, likewise, swimming. After that, they quickly come back to the boarding house, they get dressed up for the school, and then they come to the morning assembly. Thereafter, they audit 2 lessons. They go for breakfast in the dining hall. They continue with the lessons. There is a short fruit break in between. Lunch is at 1:10. After lunch, there is a mandatory rest hour of 45 minutes.
Okay.
Because we are in a very typical tropical region.
Yes.
The afternoon becomes very warm. So in order to restore and rejuvenate for the balance of the day, they have a short rest in the afternoon, followed by hobby classes for 1 hour. Then there is a 1.5 hours of sports regime. They come back, bathe. There's again a fall-in, and they get ready for the evening prep, followed by dinner. Then they get back to house activities where the housemaster and the matron interacts with the children. It's like kind of a me time within a family. And 10 o'clock sharp, after the night cocoa or milk, lights off, regimented.
Oh, amazing. So this means when you are on this 25-acre campus, your entire day is booked. Sir, I'm sure this inculcates a lot of learning, just not in academics, but also physical activities and a lot of things into them. Sir, how do you relate the setup of Rajkumar College at Rajkot with the present modern day education system?
So, as you are aware, our school is 154 years old. It is one of the chief's colleges which were established for the princes and kumars of the then principalities of the Kathiawar Peninsula. The sons of the then Rajas and Maharajas, they came to study here, established in 1870. So this majestic quadrangle which you're seeing right in front of you has seen many dawns and dusks for last 154 years. It was only in 1938 the doors were opened to the common public. And post-independence, the school is on a continuous strive for excellence in education. Your question is very pertinent. I, as the head of the fraternity, I face this challenge regularly, that while we would like to cherish and uphold our traditions of the past, but to match a pace with contemporary time, it becomes a task on a daily basis. And that is what we are on to.
Right. Sir, I understand, running a regular school wherein every kid goes home by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock and the school is at its own pace. But for you as a task, being a boarding school, you have 24/7 kids on the campus, staff on the campus, everything is so, from morning sunrise to the sunset, everything is so hectic as per the schedule. What do you feel as a school or as a parent? What is the right time to start a boarding for a kid?
As you're aware, I have my total experience of education in a boarding school setup.
Yes.
I've handled kids right from very tender age till the very senior men, as I would call them.
Right.
I think the perfect age to start up with a boarding regime for a child in India should be somewhere at an age of 11 and 12. I would be speaking for, if you consider Form 5 and Form 6, as we know, classes 5 and 6.
Right.
That's the best age. You know, you are independent to a certain extent. You don't miss home that much. But this is absolutely those formative years where the boarding school regime should get into your ethos.
How does boarding school really help in shaping an individual?
Yes, that's very important for all of us to understand in these times. You see, academics is an integral part of every school. Then comes co-curricular activities, sports regime, and all said and done. But somewhere down the line, we as parents, we as citizens of the society, if we have to shape leaders for the future, maximum impetus and emphasis should be given on grooming and personality development.
Right.
And a boarding school is the right platform for this to happen.
Okay.
I will associate it with the saying of one of my predecessors, the great Mr. Peter Rogerson, who was a legendary principal of the Rajkumar College, Rajkot from 63 to 91. So when parents would come to him and hand over the child to him as a principal, ki, sir, do you think my child would be able to become something, a doctor or an engineer or an army man in future? So Mr. Rogerson always had one answer to give. That lady and the gentleman, I don't know about anything else, but this is for sure, your child will become a man.
Oh.
And that sums it all.
Wow. So, sir, being the head of the organization, which is 154-year-old, like I would say, mother of all the schools in India, if this term could be given, it's not wrong. How responsible things are on your head, because you know you have to make sure the legacy is being managed well, the new trend is managed well. So, how do you make those administrative changes possible? Because of such an old organization, there are a lot of reluctance in an individual or as an organization also. So to make a change for 21st century learning skills, how do you plan these changes, and what are your future plans with the Rajkumar College?
Yes. You see, it is not rocket science. In my opinion, education is a sum of all experiences which we can provide our children with. अनुभव
जी
शिक्षा का सार है. My endeavor at my school is to give our children those experiences of lifetime. Take them out of the confines of a conventional four walls of a classroom. Take them out. Make the class or the subject as happy for a child as it could be. My endeavor is when a child walks inside the doors of the Rajkumar College, Rajkot towards the classrooms, he or she should not be dragging his feet.
Okay.
They should be excited to go to the classroom
Yes.
and look forward to another productive and fruitful day.
Right.
So, the best what is on as a matter of practice in our school is the experiential education regime which we are evolving and we are catching up pace. Now this is on the lines of NEP 2020.
Right.
The mandate is every teacher has mapped his or her syllabus vertically as well as horizontally, and full year's curriculum also envisages the experiential learning modules and lessons which they will be imparting with the kids. So it breaks the monotony, it excites and enthuses the child, and of course the grasping of the content or the concept is phenomenal. It stays with you for life.
Right. Where have the Arcasians or the Rajkumar College alumni based themselves, or what is the strength of your alumni? Where are they?
Yes. This is. I did a lot of thinking on this, a lot of introspection. where are we getting our students from and where are they eventually proceeding to. So I would say maximum lot are industrialists, entrepreneurs, chartered accountants, company secretaries, business managers, CEOs, and likewise. Some of them get into armed forces, some of them get into hospitality industry. Quite a lot of them, they also start up their own, as you would call it, an enterprise with innovative trends. Some of our illustrious alumni also includes bureaucrats and even the ambassadors to various countries.
Though you are present in Rajkot as a small town, one could say, but you have your global presence across. Do you really feel the board in a school matters for that reason? Because there are a lot of schools who have transformed themselves from CBSE to maybe another different board. You are a CBSE school. How do you feel this CBSE as a board is benefiting or having some drawbacks in terms of when an individual wants to go global?
Yes, that's again a dichotomy which we are regularly faced with. A lot of my students, they seek admissions abroad. So at that particular time, they have to go through the entrance examinations like SAT and IELTS and all said and done. But all in all, I would say CBSE is a wonderful board. It is designed for the masses. It is catching up with the contemporary education system of all over the world. CBSE enables our children for the competitive exams within India.
Right.
That is very beneficial. So, say for example, they want to appear for NEET or JEE after class 12th. So CBSE is a power factor. Right. Those who are seeking admissions abroad, obviously their education system has enabled them to clear these entrance examinations and seek admissions in universities outside. I think it's a fine balance. It is working well.
Sir, your journey of developing India, rather I would put the word like this, has been to a lot of good schools across the country. Coming to Rajkot, I would say you have come as a blessing to Rajkot or a change maker to Rajkot. What do you find RKC as a differentiator to all your past schools you have been?
Yes, you see, every school is peculiar and sovereign in nature, and at the same time, every school is special.
Right.
So Rajkumar College, Rajkot is special in its own way.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here. And I'm very happy more on the account that I'm being able to lead this wonderful team of kids and teachers and being able to take RKC to another level with the help of my team. So this is one. RKC has got its rich legacy, history and culture. And that is one thing which makes this school thrive, go solid, and absolutely make a benchmark for other schools, not only in the region, but maybe in the country as well.
Sir, the Rajkumar College holds its position nationally. You are being a round square school, you are an IPSC school. Sir, what are those like 2 to 3 differentiator that the Rajkumar College has and nobody else has?
That's very difficult to establish. You see, most of the leading schools in the country of the same era are very, very similar in nature of governance, good practices, the way we carry out our teaching learning methodologies and so on. If I want to sum up in 3 activities, I would say we are very, very proud of our rich cricketing history. Rajkumar College has produced 29 test players for India, and out of which some of them are very, very illustrious alumni. Ajay Jadeja is one of them. Hiten Mehta, who captained Kenya team in the World Cup, is an old student.
You gave me goosebumps, actually.
So cricket is one. I'm also personally very proud of our ethos of National Cadet Corps in our school, NCC. Many schools have only 2 or 3 wings of NCC. We are amongst those very few which have got 4 wings of NCC. Army, Navy, Air Force and an all-girls army wing.
Wow.
And NCC becomes a matter of our pride at school. You can see in our children the regimentation, the ethos, the values of NCC. It is evident everywhere.
Yes.
third, I'm also very, very proud of my all girls pipe and drums band. We are the undisputed winners in our category in All India IPSC competitions for last 3 years consecutive. And we have performed for the Navy Day for Indian Navy. We have performed for the Gujarat Police on various occasions. And cherry on the cake is we have been invited by the Ministry of Defence and the National War Memorial to perform at National War Memorial, India Gate, New Delhi on 16th of August this year.
Oh my God, the Independence Day for Rajkot would be an amazing 2024. That's great, sir. Sir, I also saw one thing in the school. It's a very cute, small, or a very, very heritage swimming pool that you have. What is that? Because majority of the schools, when they built new, they go on the Olympic size swimming pool. What was that, sir? It's an entirely covered swimming pool that the school has.
Yes. Way back when the school started, it started as a bath.
Okay.
The idea was for the Kumars, the princes, to pick up the skills of swimming.
Okay.
It was never meant to be a competitive pool.
Right.
So the skill of swimming, which is also a life skill, it started like this. It is now almost 140 years old. It's a heritage swimming pool called Ranjit Singh Ji Swimming Bath.
Okay.
We are preserving it. It is being used. It's now an all-weather pool. In our massive infrastructural development, we are coming up with a 25-meter state-of-art swimming pool separately in our sports complex. But this will continue to operate for our young beginners to pick up skills of swimming. It's beautiful.
Sir, majority of the time parents come and rather than complaining, they cry. The kids are only with the technology, only with the gadgets. How do we make them away from it? As a head of such a responsible institution, what do you say to them?
That's a tricky question, okay? So, we follow old school. So, our students have access to mobile phones only on Sundays.
Okay.
And that too not mobile phones, a centralized dormitory phone where they can connect with their parents and give them an account of the week. They have access to laptops and iPads, but those are firewalled and they are kept in custody of the housemaster and the IT department. This is about the boarders, but we have a lot of day boarders as well who come in the morning and go back in the evening. So from time to time we keep on having counseling sessions not only for the students but for the parents. Ki yes, exposure to technology and screen time is good because they have to match a pace with the times. They have to acquire material and knowledge which is available on the cloud, but this should not become a weakness. It should become their strength. So a time management and a manifested screen time as well as time with nature or with outdoors needs to be not only managed by the school but from the parents as well.
Sir, you have a very beautiful pre-primary section, that is Priya Lok, that you have established, you have created here. Majority of the times when the child is on the threshold of entering the education system at 2.5 to 3 years, what are certain things a parent should take care to admit in a pre-primary school, and how do you do it?
We work on faith and trust. As the name suggests, Priya Lok Vilas, we call it as a home away from home.
Okay.
So you won't believe the parents are so happy that their tiny tots, the pieces of their heart, are in the hands of very, very able faculty at Priya Lok Vilas for 4 hours in a day.
Right.
They have the breakfast there, they have all their activities there, and they are more or less happy kids on campus. So Priya Lok Vilas is doing very well, and I am very happy. The parents of Rajkot, they have imposed their faith on us and they have trusted us with the responsibility of their very tender kids, and I think it's doing very well, very well.
So any 3 points that as a parent they should take care of before going to a preschool?
Adapt to change, because for a very young child, it is difficult to get away from the cocoon or the umbrella of parents and be into new environments, even for a small little while.
Yes.
Second, please train your children to learn to eat every nutritious food at home so that they don't feel the shock of their life when they're given with lots of green leafy vegetables in their breakfast as a part of a... So food is another thing. And third is, they should send their children to school in immaculate uniforms, neat and tidy with smart haircuts, clipped nails, polished shoes, and likewise. After all, it's more of grooming at this age, you know. And our endeavor is to make this small little child confident enough to take on the rigors of the academics and other activities of senior school.
So when we talk about 154 years old legacy, the school with its base having 154 years old stories, where, you know, Ranjit Singh ji has been an alumni of this school. It already tells us a story wherein if you are at the Rajkumar College, Rajkot, you are in the safe hands. You are into the hands which makes a difference to you for your lifetime. So you are cultivated, you are just not educated. So this was the small story from the Rajkumar College, Rajkot. Let's see how beautifully we can more capture the views and the future with Rajkumar College. It was the Rajkumar College. What a wonderful experience. Just not academics, also into sports, also into extracurricular activities. How it started from morning till night. What a busy schedule of a child. Such a beautiful thing that Rajkumar College inculcates is leadership. Not only today, but since 154 years. What is your opinion about this school, the Rajkumar College, Rajkot? Do comment us and let us know. Also let us know which new school would you like to see with the same angle through the Schooler Studio. Thank you.